You've been listening to Chit-Chat Hub.
Join us again, Sama Station, Sama Vibes. Don't forget Time for today's reality check.
So sit back and back away from reality
Throw your assignments aside.
and join us on a dreamy journey.
Hi guys, welcome back to Chit-Chat Hub. So it's Karyee here again, and for tonight I will be partnering with Xiangwei.
Hi everyone, I'm Xiangwei, and I'm really excited to be here tonight. Although the topic we're going to talk about is a little bit heavy, but I think it's something that a lot of us really need to hear.
Yeah, so today's topic is a little bit heavy but also very real. It's one of those things like people don't usually say out loud, but almost everyone feel it at some point.
Yeah, and if you've ever sat in a lecture hall wondering, staring at your slides and just suddenly start to think, what am I even doing here? Or did I make the right choice? This one's for you.
So for us, university is supposed to be exciting, right? New freedom, new friends, chasing your dreams. Everything feels like it should be perfect, but it's really no one will talk about the other side of it.
Yeah, and the side where you feel completely lost, like everyone else got a map, and you don't. Sometimes you just feel like you have no idea what you're doing. Like they all know where they're going, and you're just walking around in circles. Sometimes it's not even dramatic. It's just this quiet feeling of like you're moving, but you're not really sure what you're moving towards to.
Maybe it's because you're choosing the wrong course, or feeling like you don't belong in your class, or waking up one day and realizing, I suddenly not so sure about who am I anymore.
And then the question hits you. It's like, why am I even here? Not just in uni, but like in life. That one hits a bit too hard sometimes. You look around and everyone seems like they've got it together, but like how?
Like when you look around your side, everyone seems so put together, everything. People are joining clubs, getting internships, while making friends so easily.
And you're just sitting there like, how? Is there a tutorial I missed? I really thought I was the only one who felt lost in my uni life.
But let us be honest, okay? So most people are just really good at hiding the feelings. I know that because I'm one of them. Yes. I mean, from the outside, I look like, wow, this girl are really enjoying everything. Wow, campus life, the social life, wow, outside activities, hang out with friends. But inside of my heart, my mind, so there are moments where I just feel like everything is meaningless. I don't know what I'm doing. Why am I doing this? It's just like I'm going through the motions only.
I totally get that. I remember my first year, I thought I had everything planned out. I came in with this whole vision of what my uni life was going to be.
Same, influenced by movie, right?
Yeah, exactly. I watch all those movies where they talk about how uni is the best time of your life. You're gonna make lifelong friends. You're gonna have fun every day. But in reality, it's completely different.
You think you can hang out every day, like go shopping, go buying, like hang out with friends, go like. But the reality actually is saying you got assignments, you got deadlines, you got stress, whatever stress is, financially, academically, your mentally, everything is stress.
Yeah, and at first, I was fresh out of STPM, so curious with how my uni life is going to be. I've seen the movies showing how uni will be the best time of your life, but I was dead wrong. I couldn't even make a single friend. Like, I don't even know why. And I thought I was social. Assignments just coming in left and right, one after another. I was overwhelmed.
So that adjustment period for you after you've done your STPM, right, is very tough.
Yeah, it is. It took me quite a while to figure out how to balance everything. Studies, personal life, even just self-care, taking care of myself.
The same feeling he also got. So there's this quiet pressure in university. Like you're supposed to have your future figured out by 21 years old.
Which is honestly kind of crazy.
Right, like, wow, we're still figuring how to cook our instant noodle properly without burning the pot.
And yet somehow we're expected to make life decisions that will define our entire future.
And then the people around you, they keep saying things like, wow, you're too late already. Others already ahead of you. Wow, you need to catch up already. You fall back too behind already.
And that's where self-doubt starts creeping in, slowly at first, but then it gets louder and louder, which is wild, by the way.
Yeah, and then you just couldn't control it. But instead, we're making decision that feels like they'll define this decision. They'll define the rest of our lives.
And that's where self-doubt creeps in, something that keeps coming into your mind and it makes you go crazy and makes you more anxious.
Yeah, not only the people around you, also you got that little voice in your mind here, your thoughts, and also your heart. It's the same voice actually. So you're not good enough, you fall behind. Everyone is doing better than you. Why you haven't keep up?
Yeah, and it's loud and it's persistent. It doesn't stop, and it's kind of scary, but you just can't control it.
But here's the worst part of it. You know that thing is actually not truly, but you start believing in it.
Yeah, and even when you try to ignore it, it's still there. It's just quiet, but constant. It just lingers at the back of your mind.
But why? For what? Why we must compare our progress with other people? I mean, even it's slow or fast, even if I didn't have any progress, like zero productivity, it's my own life. It's my decision.
Yeah, and we are still just trying to figure out our life. So just leave us alone. And
Yeah.
the doubting voices just makes us more anxious. So you're just making the situation even worse.
Yes, exactly. So there's no universal timeline for life, okay? We all just figuring things out at our own pace.
But those doubting voices, they make everything
Yeah.
heavier. And they turn small worries into big anxiety.
Yes. But here's something really important. Feeling lost, it doesn't mean you're failing.
Sometimes it actually means you're growing. You're questioning things. You're reflecting. You're starting to think for yourself. And that's part of the process. That's not a bad thing.
Exactly. So I feel like, wow, when everything in your life feels certain, sometimes you're just following a path that was already decided for you, but you actually don't know who decided the path for you.
Yeah, that's true.
But when you feel lost, it usually means you reach a point where you're asking, is this really what I want? And that question, I want to let you know that it's actually very powerful.
Yeah, I like that. It's uncomfortable, but it's honest. It's what you need.
It's very true. Then you didn't fail actually. You're just still finding a way to become the person you once imagined, like in your childhood, I think. You're just in the middle of phase of trying to figure things out for yourself. And honestly, that middle part, yeah, it can be really messy.
Super messy. Like, one day you feel motivated, the next day you can't even get out of bed.
And also, you just suddenly question everything at 2 a.m.
Yeah, that 2 a.m. overthinking hits different.
But I think we need to normalize that. Not the question everything at 2 a.m. Actually, that, I don't know, for me, I think quite normal. But for some people, it's not normal because you have to get to sleep. Maybe you got class at 8 a.m., I think. So the thing is, the growth isn't always pretty. It's confusing, slow, sometimes even painful.
And it's also very quiet. Not everything has to be a big, true moment. Sometimes growth is just you trying again the next day.
So just try to think about it. You're in a completely new environment. You're surrounded by new expectation, new challenges, new people. Of course, you're going to feel uncertain. That's too normal, because everything is so new.
Yeah, new people, new responsibilities. And for some of us, it's the first time we're really on our own.
We don't have experience, right? So, of course, going to feel uncertain. That's normal. Anyone in that situation would, I think.
It's like being dropped into the middle of a maze with no instructions and no exit signs. You don't know where to go,
Yeah.
so you just start walking. You hit a few walls before you find your own way. Maybe a lot of walls. You don't know. You take a lot of wrong turns. It's painful. It's frustrating, but at least you're getting closer to the answers. even wrong turns is still a step forward.
So sometimes you even feel like you're going backwards. But
Yeah.
every step, even the wrong one, are still part of your journey. You can still learn something from it.
Yeah, and maybe the goal is to get out of the maze as fast as possible.
Yeah. So maybe it's to understand how you move through it. So if you're listening right now and you feel lost, you really are not alone actually.
Not even close. Like you don't need to have everything figured out. In fact, a lot of people around you are probably feeling the exact same way.
They're just not saying it out loud, carrying something quietly, the stress, the doubts, the confusion. So everyone's fighting their own quiet battles in their minds, in their heart. So I feel like one more thing is I feel like growing up comes with one unspoken rule that you have to be strong. You have to keep everything inside
Yeah.
and kind of learn to hide it better.
Yeah, like you're supposed to handle everything yourself, but we don't always.
You should be able to handle everything by yourself.
Should you? But people say like asking for help means you're weak.
But honestly, I don't think that statement is true. I think admin, you need help. It's kind of a stress for yourself.
Same. I think it actually takes more courage to admit that you need help.
Yeah, to say like, hey, today I'm not okay. I'm confused. Hey, that's not a weakness.
It's just being real.
It's real.
Yeah.
So maybe today can be start of something different. So maybe today isn't about fixing everything.
Yeah, we're not here to suddenly give you all the answers.
And actually, we also don't have the answers. We're just here to help you figure out everything.
Yeah.
Just a little help as a little helper for you.
Yeah, like just being honest with yourself. Like just checking in on how you feel actually.
And we will be right back. So stay tuned. We'll be continue this thing after we came back.
鞋子里的洞，只有你能懂。曲子里的风，你能听得懂。我娶你的我不放手，你不喜欢我说脏话，我经常都在偏头痛，是不是因为你？ 永远不会变，不想要改变。哦，难过一天就一天，我永远不会变。鞋子
ちは何かご用でしょうか
Oh my gosh, what is he talking about? I just want to get mineral water.
彼は水が必要です。
Wow, how can you reply to him easily?
Look what I'm wearing.
It seems like just a normal glasses.
Nah, try it.
Oh wow, I can instantly understand what the person is saying. It translates in real time and even provides simple pronunciations. Wherever you go, language follows.
Hi guys. So just now we stopped at we're talking about to admit the weakness, like admit you're not okay, you're confused. So that's not a weakness. That actually is being real. So maybe today can be the start of something different, and maybe today, well, it isn't about fixing everything.
Yeah. Then, just start fixing what's in front of you at first and just not trying to fix everything at once.
Like being honest with yourself, right? So
Yeah, true.
check with yourself how you actually feel instead of ignoring it, because it won't help. The problem will stay there. You ignore it, it's still there. You have to try to fix it.
Yeah, you can try just talking to someone you trust, a friend, a course mate, just anyone you trust.
Because sometimes just saying things out loud will make the problem feel less like heavy. You feel lighter.
Yeah, and it just feels like you're not carrying it alone anymore.
And you know that it's okay to say, "Wow, I don't know what I'm doing."
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think people should do that more often.
Yeah, because that sentence actually is not the end.
It's the beginning.
It's when you're open, you're searching for your answers, you're still trying to find a way, like to comfort yourself, to fix that problem inside your heart. So that already count for something. So if you're feeling lost, just be a little gentle with yourself. You don't have to have everything figured out right now. You're allowed to take your time. So, but how to actually navigate this uncertainty without letting it overwhelm you? Because small steps, real strategies, nothing too overwhelming. So, how to find your footing again? So, because feeling lost is one thing, but staying stuck there, that's what we want to help with, want to give some advice, something like that. We've both been through it, so we want to share our experience.
Yep.
So maybe it can help you, inspire you to find your own way.
Yeah, and honestly, it's not just a topic, it's a phase that we all go through.
I feel like before entering the uni, everyone kind of expect it to be exciting, happy, no pressure, happy-go-lucky.
Yeah, right. Like new life, new friends, everything just feels like a fresh start.
But nobody really talks about the part where you're just sitting here and then thinking, oh, okay, so what am I doing here actually?
And that's true. That's really true. And sometimes it's not even dramatic. You just quietly struggle with yourself.
For me, first semester of my degree, wow. After I done my foundation, the year 1, Sem 1 degree life, wow, I really thought I had it together.
Yeah, confident era.
But too confident already. At first I was like, yay, I can do this, no problem, sub sui lah. Then after a few weeks, I started to realize I just, trying to keep up.
Yeah.
You got assignment, the tests, everything, and no matter how hard I try, how much effort I put in, I just couldn't get the result I expected. Then after I take my result, I look at my result, I start questioning myself, wait, you really did your best, You're just, am I just not good enough? Wow, then it got worse. I started asking things like, wow, why am I even taking this course? Do I even like this? Every day feel the same.
Yeah.
Wake up, go class, eat, makan, then come back, repeat. Wow, I feel like a zombie, I couldn't even understand the meaning of what I was doing anymore.
Honestly, the same. It's like you just do the same routine every day. You wake up, you go to class, you come back, you question life for a bit, you sleep, and you repeat it all over again.
I think this one actually is quite common among the students in university. So I think that actually should be the official uni schedule for us,
Yeah.
not the timetable for the program structure. Like you got this course, you got that course, you got the subject, everything. Wow. Then we also have the exams, the assignments, blah 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 blah. Wow, so many due dates. Wow, physically tired already, mentally also tired.
Yeah. But I think what hit me the most wasn't even the workload.
Then what?
It was the comparison.
Wow, that one. You know what? I also realized something about the comparison.
Yeah, what about it?
So sometimes maybe people will think like the comparison is between the big things, but actually we don't even compare big things. Like even small things, for example, like student answering question in class, being more confident, speaking better, presenting better, and then the result getting better.
Yeah.
Then you start thinking and your brain goes like, why I cannot be like that? Why I'm not like that?
Yeah, and then you just slowly start to doubt yourself for no reason.
Exactly. And the more you think about it, wow, the worse the situation it gets.
Yeah, it's like your brain becomes a detective, but it's only collecting evidence about how you're not good enough.
Yeah, and then the brain is detective, right? But he's looking for what? There's no criminal at all. So actually, I don't know how to say. It feels like my brain becoming a detective, like trying to collect the evidence that actually not existing. Who say I'm not good enough?
Yeah, like suddenly you just start seeing people who are so sure of themselves.
But the internship, leadership role, GPA, CGPA, the field trip, go out study trip, like everything looks so clean, so perfect.
Yeah, and meanwhile you're just trying to figure out what you even like. You even can't figure out what you should eat for dinner.
And right now I also didn't have my dinner, so I also need to figure out later what should I eat. And the worst part is, you don't even feel like you can complain about it.
True, exactly. Because everyone else looks like they're doing fine. I remember one night during my last semester, it was around 2 a.m. I was sitting in front of my laptop, and I'm trying to finish an assignment, but I just couldn't focus at all. Like, the document was open, but my mind was completely somewhere else. I kept thinking, like, why am I even doing this? And do I even want this? Then I started scrolling Instagram. Then the worst decision, I saw people posting about their achievements, internships, competitions, dean lists, and I just sat there. I'm like, everyone's moving forward except me. The room was quiet. My head was so loud. All the thoughts just keep coming. You're behind. You're not doing enough. You're wasting time. And then the next day, I act like it was normal, and I just went to class.
See, self-doubt is just so easy to happen. Even you just scroll on Instagram and then you can suddenly self-doubt yourself. I don't know why, but kind of weird. And that's the scary part because nobody can tell. Only you know what you have been through.
Yeah. Well, outside looks just fine, but inside it's just pure chaos.
That feelings really hits.
Yeah. And the worst part is, I didn't even feel anything. I was just not where I thought I should be.
So, like you set an expectation for yourself, and then suddenly you don't meet it, you didn't achieve it. So, you're just not where you thought you would be.
Exactly. And I didn't tell anyone about it, too.
And you just keep it inside your heart.
Yeah. I just closed my laptop, went to sleep, and repeated again the next day.
So, basically, this guy, he was stuck between doubt and uncertainty.
Exactly, and you just continue away.
I also had something similar to, not the same kind, but I think the feeling is kind of similar.
Yeah, like how?
So there was a point I genuinely feel like I was falling behind.
But like behind who though?
That's the point, because I don't even know who I compare with. I'm falling behind who? Siapa? I didn't see it, but it feels like everyone else except for me, there was ahead already.
But that's a weird thing about uni though. It's like you compare without even knowing what you're comparing.
Yeah, like an invisible scoreboard, you cannot see it, but you can feel it exists.
And nobody tells you that most people are also as confused as you are.
True. So I only realized later, a lot of people, they just look confident.
it's like they have this I got this energy outside, but inside it's like, oh, so what is happening? I have no idea. But
Yeah,
but actually we don't know their full story.
because we only see the highlight version of their life. We're basically comparing our worst moments to someone else's highlight version.
And that's not even a fair comparison, I think.
Yeah, it's never a fair one. But I think something is slowly changed for me,
Yeah, but like what changed?
I just stopped expecting myself to have everything figured out.
Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one
Yeah,
actually.
because I used to think by a certain age I should already know my direction. Oh, I graduate at 23, work for money, work to survive, and then you get married, meet someone, get married, have babies, and then retire at 50, 60, and then after retire, you just wait to die. Wow, like life is some checklist. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized, wait, why am I rushing myself? You only live once only, You just try to enjoy the moment.
True. It's not like life gives you a deadline. It's life. It's not an assignment.
Yeah, so I just try to focus on smaller things.
Yeah. Like what though? Like what small things?
Like, okay, what can I handle this week? Maybe attend one class properly, finish one assignment, reply one message I've been avoiding, not my whole future.
Yeah, I think that actually makes it less scary.
Yeah, because suddenly it's not the life crisis anymore. It's the today problem.
Yeah. Yeah, I think for me, I also started accepting that it's okay to not
Feel okay all the time.
I mean.
Yeah, so like sometimes like you don't need to wake up every day feeling like motivated. You don't have to be productive. Sometimes you just showed up.
And that's more than enough already, I think. At least you showed up. Some people don't even show up.
Yeah, someday my goal is just like small one is just don't skip class. And if I do that, okay, yay, that's a win. So I think if someone told me this earlier, I would feel a little less pressure,
Same. Like nobody is actually as figured out as they look.
So everyone is just like figuring out quietly.
True. Figuring out, kinda.
So if you're listening and you feel like you're behind, you're probably not. You're just in your own timing, move at your own pace, but actually it's okay.
Yeah, it's totally okay.
So we stop at here, and later the next segment we will be continuing this. So stay tuned.
Let's figure it all out together, make a lasting love. As long as you're both together, I think that's enough. My friends, they tell me all your stuff, they say you're not the one. But if I listen to them, then I'll be the crazy one. I don't care what they say, you don't care what I say. I know you don't care about me, no. Maybe I'm just overthinking this, so don't leave, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave. They say I'm going too fast, yeah, but that's how I like to move, yeah. I'm writing a song just about you, girl. I'm making it all about you, girl. So I've been thinking about you, girl. See, I've been trying to see you, girl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I love you. You don't know how beautiful you are, oh, do you? Let's figure it all out together, make a lasting love. As long as you're both together, I think that's enough. My friends, they tell me all your stuff, they say you're not the one. But if I listen to them, then I'll be the crazy one. I don't
I don't think she can close the auto account.
I've just closed that account and opening 2 more now.
Oh, wow. Can I join your team?
Underestimating women undermines your own performance. Bias is bad for business, equality is smart.
Hi guys, welcome back to Chit-Chat Hub. So just now we're stopped by at the sentence. So we say take your time, take your like moving at your own pace. So you don't have to rush something that's still becoming. Maybe because you're just in a part of your life where things just haven't made sense yet, and not everything has to make sense immediately. Like take your time, okay? Take your time.
Yeah.
So, because something only makes sense later, they won't like you just drop that moment and then they will like immediately give you back the response. You have to wait first. You have to wait. Yeah.
True.
So don't rush yourself because you're still becoming. And after hearing us sharing our thoughts, our experience, so it's your turn to share yours.
Yeah, and so on this Instagram poll, I have a couple of responses from the question like, when you feel self-doubt in uni, so what do you usually do? What do you do to cope with it? So the first response that I got was get cozy in my bed.
Yeah, it's kind of like how to say, it's nice. You're treating yourself like very cozy. You sleep in your bed with the aircon on, and maybe you can switch on some like soft music.
Yeah, true.
And then maybe I don't know that, but actually it's kind of like very comfy, you know, just staying at your own places, only you without all those people around you doubting you and making the situation becoming more worse, you know.
Yeah. It's actually very therapeutic in my opinion. I do that all the time too when I feel kind of drained out.
So you think it's like have any use?
Yeah, I think it does. I think it's plenty useful.
Any use?
Yeah, and the second response that someone said is study to prove that I got the potential to do everything.
Wow, this one I know. Because people got some kind of people, got one type of people. They'll be like, you doubt me, then I'm definitely gonna be success to you. Yes, you say I cannot get good result, right? Wow, then I definitely have to study hard so that I can take that exam result and just throw it to your face and then see I got it. You say I cannot, you doubt me. How dare you?
Yeah, so it's sort of like proving the haters wrong.
Because I got one story about this. Wow, very exciting to share this. Every time I talk this about with my friends, wow, very exciting, you know. So I got one subject. So in week 12, I think, almost final already. We done the assignment, we done the midterm test, the presentation, everything is done. Now we just wait for the final. And then this lecturer, she asked me to go to our office and she want to have a like small talk to me.
Yeah.
So I just went there and I sit there listening to her. The first sentence she said to me is, I suggest you to drop this subject. Hello, week 12 already, then you ask me to drop this subject. For what? Then if I drop, I waste my money already.
Yeah.
I asked her why you suggest me to drop this subject actually. So she was like, because I think you cannot do it lah. I don't think you can get a good result in your finals exam.
Yeah.
Wow, that time that moment I was very like, you say I cannot I'm gonna prove you you're wrong. And then in that at that semester, the final exam for that subject, I studied very hard in one night. I done it all the 14 topics in one night, and then I got an A+. I just take the result, a screenshot to her and say, hey miss, I cannot You say I cannot See now who cannot
Okay, that's a very nice story. Thank you for sharing. And someone also said, listen to music, rock and roll. Okay.
How to rock?
So what do you think? Do you listen to music when you...
Yeah, because
Yeah.
very relaxing and chill, Like
Yeah.
just now I mentioned before, got to respond in cozy sleep.
Yeah.
I also suggest you to switch on some music.
Yeah.
It can make you more relaxed actually.
Yeah, true. I do that all the time too.
Yeah.
And someone also said, chat with somebody, maybe some seniors.
Yeah, this one I know. Like they split out everything to their people they trust, like the seniors and the classmate, the
Yep.
family, the friends. Splitting it out will make things more like feel lighter,
Yeah.
and then maybe because you split it all out and you only have one perspective, maybe in other people's perspective, they will give you a totally different point for you to like thought about it.
Yeah, to switch up like the perspective so you're not as fixated on the
Yes,
problem
yes.
as you are. So you
Yes.
get a different view on the problem.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's a very nice way to, sort of like put you in a different mood.
Yes.
Yeah, and someone also said it with someone that feels the same, that she feels the same way, that feels the same way as she does.
How does they feel same actually?
Like
They also feel very
yeah, they
anxious,
also feel
like
the same way.
self-doubt.
Yeah, they also feel self-doubt. They're also very anxious.
Yeah, maybe like eat a good like good meal, eat something sweet, some snacks, cake, chocolate.
Yeah.
Also get a nice
Yep.
coffee.
Yep.
And if you want like if can lah, I suggest you to have a latte. Order latte. That one is the best one.
All right.
Yes.
All right. So we've gone through the responses from this question. Let's go to the second question, which is, how have you ever felt lost in or unsure about your direction in uni, and what was that? And from the responses, I've seen someone said, after finishing her foundation, though continuing study is meaningless.
Friends make money, but I study.
Yeah.
So here's be like, because some people some people will continue study in university, but some people after they done their SPM, they will went out to work, like making money for themselves, and maybe will become a bit anxiety. Like friends with in my same age, they have some extra money, they can buy the things they like, the car, the houses, the loans, everything. It's like financially independent.
True.
But for me, I'm still studying. I still need to like take money from my family.
Yeah.
And every month, only that small amount, like a amount of money, and you have to carefully plan it, or else you're gonna over budget, and you will be left like in the end of the month you have no money to makan lah, because I got friends is like that.
Yeah. I felt that back then, and I think that everyone has felt that before. I think that's a very common feeling amongst us. And another person said, yes, too many opinions from people older than me. I was so confused on which to choose because there were too many choices.
Yes, I know they're elder. They maybe because they got the experience in this, so they try to help us to look for the right path for us. So they'll be giving many opinions, but sometimes this opinions is making us more confused. Like, hey, this one look good. Wow, that one look good also. Then which one should I choose? Will be like confusing, and then all this opinion from the elder will be like hidden your true thoughts about the thing that you want to do.
Yeah,
Yes.
true.
Yes.
So it kind of just covers like whatever you want to do. It's like they keep telling you what to do, but you want to do what you want to do. But they keep telling you what to do. You sort of forget what you actually want to do. So it actually makes you kind of forget like who you are, I think. So I think
Yes.
standing strong and remembering who you are is very important. So not to feel lost, not feel lost.
Yeah, sometimes if you got too many voices around you, just cover your ears and listen to the voices inside your heart, inside your mind. Don't listen to others.
And someone also said like, even after studying this course, they feel like they don't have the ability to go into the industry.
Yes.
Yeah. How
Because
about that? What do you feel? What do you think about that?
I feel like after study, so she said like after study feel lost, don't know whether got ability. So in my opinions, I don't think that everyone have the ability. We don't know the how to say. It's like the ability. It's you have to try first. If you don't try, you don't know you have the ability or not. If you after you're trying, you can learn something that you never learned before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, you lost is okay, and then the point is you don't stay at the same place. You have to at least like you get to give yourself a chance. You have to try out. After you try out, then you will be finding out is it you like it or not. It's not the ability, it's you like it or you don't like it. If you don't like it, just change it. Because like we mentioned before, a wrong step is also part of a journey. You can learn something based on your wrong step. So it's okay, just go try it out.
Yeah, it's like don't reject yourself. Let other people reject you, but don't ever reject yourself.
Yes,
So you
just
see, guys, all of the responses show that you're not the only one who is doubting yourself and scared of the uncertainty.
yeah, it's true. We all are human. So no matter how long you take, it's your own way. Don't compare with others, okay? So never pressure yourself and just take your own time, okay? So that's all for our today's live show. Next week, same time, same place, Chit-Chat Hub is waiting for you to tune in. So take a good rest and hope to see you soon in next week. Have a good night.
Good night.
That's it for today's reality check.
So let's return back to reality
Pick up your assignments.
to fulfill your dreams.
You've been listening to Chit Chat Hub.
Join us